Hello everyone and welcome back to Destiny. This week is the start of a very busy holiday season as there are a ton of new activities for us to do. And the really cool thing is that we can keep track of our progress during this live event with the Competitive Spirit Year 3 record book. So I thought we'd take a look at some of the weekly activities and some tips on how to rank up quickly in the book, including how to easily achieve those pesky rainbow medals. Now, if you want to learn more about everything new that's in this event, I already did another video yesterday that kind of outlines everything new in the Dawning, so be sure to click the link in the description to check out that video. I also posted another video with me unboxing 33 treasures of the Dawning, so if you want to see what I got in that haul, be sure to check out that video as well. But anyway, starting with this week's Nightfall, I am very happy to finally say that we have the Nexus. The modifiers for the week are Brawler, Grounded, Fresh Troops, and Ironclad. I couldn't believe how incredibly happy I was to go through this very familiar corridor, which we ran through over and over again in Year 1. But of course, at least for this Nightfall, we have a Taken revision. The hardest time you'll have with that strike is going to be just that beginning room, but once you get down to Nexus itself, it's actually a really fun fight. The new feature of this strike is of course the Aegis, which is the relic from the Vault of Glass raid. The mechanic is the exact same as the Templar fight from that raid. You simply have to remove his shield using the super from the relic in order to be able to do damage to him. Although be warned that if the fight goes on for too long, he'll start marking you with negation just like in the raid, and you'll have to cleanse with the shield from the relic or the pools of light. The nice thing is now we have the Vanguard Elite Weekly Nightfall bounty, which grants us even more rewards than before. Now, one of the extra rewards that you have a chance of getting by turning in that Sunrise Weekly Vanguard Nightfall bounty is the chance of getting Icebreaker. And unfortunately, despite me completing it 3 times with all of my characters, I did not get Icebreaker. I was very sad about it, especially because I have both of the ornaments and I can't wait to apply them. But I suppose that's just RNG and we will always have next week. Now, of course, aside from strikes and strike scoring, you also have SRL, which is the other half of your record book. You'll be wise to pay attention to it. The good news is you don't have to necessarily be good at racing to complete the book. You simply just have to kind of do it a lot. You basically have to do a lot of tricks and pass through a lot of gates, things like that. But I didn't find the new maps very trick friendly, but that could just be me only being familiar with the older maps and knowing where to pull off tricks from and how to get past people like this very cheeky victory right here. If winning mattered in SRL, I'm sure I would have gotten a lot of salt-filled messages after that. But anyways, moving on to the Competitive Spirit record book, which is what keeps track of all of our activities during the Dawning. As of the recording of this video, I achieved rank 7 with the book, which is very key because it's how you start the quests for the Nova Mortis in Abaddon by obtaining Xur's tag. There are of course 3 of these tags: Amanda's tag at rank 5, Xur's tag at rank 7, and Saladin's tag at rank 9. But if we actually take a look at the Sparrow Racing page in the record book, you can see that you can complete half of this page by simply doing each of the races once. And I just happened to get some magic RNG that queued me into the different tracks one after another. The other 4 do take a little bit longer and probably contribute a little bit more XP, but you can see this one starts with simply completing 25 races, not really that much. Next, you simply have a milestone to pass through 1,000 gates in the races, and you can see just by simply doing 4 races, I've already completed about 25%. Next up, we have Tricks Landed, which is the thing that's going to take a little bit of discipline, and that basically is telling yourself that you don't have to win the race, just simply complete it. That way you can focus on tricks, and this one, which might be a little bit more of a challenge, which is to kill enemies that are on the track. And if we take a look at the Vanguard Elite section, this is where I put in most of the work. I looked at these milestones and just realized that some of these are just way quicker to complete. And so if you, like me, were trying to get to rank 7 as fast as possible, I recommend focusing on Vanguard Elite first. Now, the one you might have a little bit of trouble with is Pot of Gold, which has you get rainbow medals. And if you go strictly by the description of what a rainbow medal is, it does sound kind of difficult. It says, rapidly earn primary, special, and heavy kill streaks. It essentially makes it sound like you have to kill 9 enemies in rapid succession using different weapons. But luckily that's not the case. All you have to do is get a primary, special, and heavy kill streaks, but you don't necessarily have to do them in rapid succession. A few times that I did it, I had about 30 seconds or more between the kill streaks. Now, of course, to achieve the kill streak, you do have to kill 3 enemies in rapid succession, but you don't actually have to get all 3 medals in rapid succession. What you're seeing me do here is farm these medals outside of Winter's Run. I just happened to queue into it, so I stayed outside for a couple minutes and went through and got a couple of these rainbow medals. I only needed a couple more to hit rank 7, so I wanted to make sure that I did it. And as you saw there, I didn't even skip a beat. As soon as I got the first rainbow, I switched back to my primary and started the second one. So you'll need 10 of these for the actual weekly bounty, but only 5 of them for the record book. So essentially, hope you queue into Winter's Run, which shouldn't be that difficult. Aside from that, completing about half dozen strikes should get you what you need. And as you can see, it's not really going to take me much longer to complete the rest of the record book. In fact, I have a good feeling I'll finish it before the next weekly reset. Now, getting back to the record book, I have Xur's tag available for me to claim, which I'm going to go ahead and do right now, and you'll see it'll give me access to a very special gift box in the back of the Tower Plaza. By opening it, you get a very generous loot haul. You get 2 exotic engrams, and you get a special item called the Tattered Schematic, which is what you need to start the Nova Mortis questline. Now that's essentially where I'm going to leave the video, and I'm going to pick up right here by going through the actual Nova Mortis and Abaddon exotic questlines in the next video. So let me know in the comments below what rank you are in the record book and what you think of the Dawning so far. Drop a like if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe for more Destiny content. And I will see you all next time. So in the spirit of the holidays, I decided to go ahead and buy quite a few of these Treasures of the Dawning to see if I can get a full set of the exclusive gear that are in these boxes for each of my characters.